So hello, welcome to Drawers and Pearls Ladies channel. It's so good to have you here today. So Drawers and Pearls Ladies channel is a channel where we talk about young ladies and how to help them and prepare them for the future. So we talk about different areas, relationship, talk about love, we talk about sexuality, we talk about education, career, prepare them for marriage and all of that. That's who we are and that's what we stand for. So today we'll be answering questions that teenagers have written to me. I've been in this place where I've worked with teenagers severally, and I've had questions written to me. So today I just want to take some time out to answer those questions. Are you ready? Come along with me. Time for the questions, right? Okay, I will be reading them and then I'll answer them to the best of my knowledge. And just trust God that you get your answers as we speak. Question 1 says, how do you do away with people's opinion getting to you? How do you do away with people's opinion getting to you? I will say that for every point in time in life, people will always have opinions about you. They have their mouths, they have their thought pattern. They will always have opinion about you. And as a young person, the earlier you develop a sense of self, of who you are, the faster it will be for you to overcome people's opinions of you. Now imagine if 4 blind men touch an elephant at different points. One may touch his nose, this long nose that it has, and say that the elephant is a long, slim and long animal. Another blind man may touch his legs and say, oh, the elephant is very muscular. Another blind man may touch the tail and say, oh, the elephant is so curly. Another blind man may touch the ear and may say, oh, the elephant is so flat and wide, right? They will all have different opinions of that elephant. But the truth is, what the elephant is bigger than all of those things. Or what the elephant looks like is bigger than all the 4 definitions or descriptions. That is why people's opinion should not define you. So you must have a sense of self. And I know teenagehood and adolescence and being a young adult, I know it is that age of confusion. I know it is that age of identity crisis, which is normal. All of us faced it when we were at that age. It's completely normal. But what you need to know is that you need to develop a sense of self. So let me ask you, who are you? You need to sit down and answer that question of who you are. That question will answer it will quench a lot of opinions of people about you. You need to have that sense of self. Ask yourself, who am I? I am young. I'm a child of God. I'm a student. I'm going to become this. I love myself. In fact, you must even know who you are before you even love yourself. So the first point of call is to discover who you are. And that would happen in a place of quietness. It's not happen in the place of where you and all your friends are all gisting or while in class. You need to sit yourself down and ask yourself that question, in a calm manner and say, you know what, who am I? Who am I really? Sit down with your paper, your pen, and a Bible if you can. And ask yourself and ask God, Lord, who am I? Who am I? And begin to write the qualities you remember about yourself. And when you write those qualities, some may be good, some may not be good. Now, knowing the ones that are not good, you can say, okay, this is who I have been. I want to begin to work on it so that you will not be described by wrong. You won't even describe yourself by the wrong things. But first, you need to know who you are. So you must have that time alone for you to decipher, to know who you are. When you have a sense of self, people's opinion will not move you. So my answer to that question, go and develop a sense of self-knowing who you are. And that's powerful for everybody at every level. You must know who you are. So when a wrong description is coming, you can say, no, that is not me. That is not me. And once you know that, you know yourself from the inside, no matter what people say about you, you are not confused, you are not bogged down, you are not irritated, you are not disturbed, because you know who you are. There's a song by Sinach that says, I know who I am. It's a very powerful song. It's a song of identity, because knowing who you are, you won't be moved by what 10,000 people say about you. People can describe you in different ways, but they don't know exactly who you are. Who you are even coming to the fullness of who you are as a teenager, as a young adult. You don't know the full expression, but you can begin to sit with God, sit in that quiet place, and begin to write out, who am I? And begin to design who you want to be. Okay, I hope I've answered that question. So people's opinion should not define you. Question 2, it says, I like a guy and he's always reminding me that I don't have enough girly stuff and I don't know how to impress him. I don't know how to impress or please him. Okay, this is a question a girl is asking. She likes the guy, but the guy always reminds her that she doesn't have enough girly stuff and she doesn't know how to impress or please him. So I would ask first, what is girly stuff? Do you mean physical attributes? Do you mean character? Do you mean dress sense, the way you dress, the way you present yourself? So what would girly stuff mean? The guy is reminding you that you don't have enough girly stuff, so I don't want to be with you, or something like that. Now let me start with physical attributes. Some people would have enormous, lavish. Some people would have really big physical attributes as a girl, even as a guy. Some people will have enormous, big, lovely, mighty, something in excess of their physical attributes. And that I'm really referring to the breast, the hip, the buttocks at the back. Some people would have all that in abundance, and that is fine. Some other people would have it moderately, and that is fine. Some other people would have it, they would have it scantily, to be just a little, or some may have a very small breast, or they have very small breasts, they have very small, or their hips are not so wide, or their buttocks is not so big, whatever it is. But guess what? It is also fine. It is fine. The God who made you has determined your destiny. So you have everything you need physically to be who you want to, who God has made you to be. You have everything you need physically, everything. Your height is just exactly how you should be. Your complexion is just exactly how you should be. The size of your breast is just exactly how it should be. The size of your hip, or the shape of your hip, is just exactly how it should be. The size of your buttocks behind is just exactly how it should be. I have a video done previously on this. I would like that person to check it out. I think it's titled Body Changes in Teenagers, or something like that. I have a video on that, so check the channel. You will definitely find it there. Go check it out, and just remind yourself of who you are. So now that's for physical attributes. People have different sizes, and God made them so, because that's what their destiny requires. Their destiny requires very big. For those that are very big, enormous, their destiny requires it. Those that have moderate, their destiny requires it. Those that have small, tiny, scanty, their destiny requires it. Right? So don't be bothered. Don't let any boy disqualify or talk down on you because you're not so busty, or you are flat behind, or your hips are not so outward like others. No, it simply means that he's not for your destiny, because your destiny requires everything God put in you. Just the way you are custom made for that person in the future. You are custom made, you are customized for that person in the future. So if that boy you like and you are trying to impress does not like you, don't force yourself on him. It simply means he is not the one. The one who is for you will find you. I hope that is helping someone now. So now I said I'll answer that question in 3 parts. Number 1 is physical. I've just dealt with that. Number 2 is character. Some girls may not have the character that shows, a girl. Now, what do I mean by that? Some girls can be really rude. Some girls can be really harsh. Some can be, that's not really the word I'm looking for. Can be really rough. And by rough, I mean they don't know how to be polite. They don't know how to be kind, how to be soft, how to be how to be a girl, how to be, you sit properly, you answer people nicely, you smile, you reach out to people, you do things carefully. Some girls may not have that because of background, where they are coming from, they were not trained. Because of experiences, some have gone through experiences that even though they were trained, those experiences marred them. Those experiences distorted their thinking pattern, and so a lot of things changed. That's absolutely fine as well. Or perhaps they are going through something in the present, and that is making them behave in a funny way. They are not being soft, they don't care about themselves, they leave themselves to chance. That means something is going on and it should be addressed. They need to speak to a counselor or speak to a trusted adult that they can pour their heart to and get relevant counsel for that situation. So yes, some girls are not girly. They don't have that character to help. They are not hardworking. They are not approachable. They are not kind. When you talk about a girl, you talk about soft qualities. And I'm not saying a girl should be someone that needs people to rescue at all times. No, that's not what I mean. I mean that a girl should be so presented that she's different from the boy. She's different from a male, such that she comes into a room and you can see that she greets everybody. Doesn't mean males definitely should greet. Of course, it runs across board. But the way a girl presents herself in terms of good morning, sir, good morning, ma, with a smile, with kindness on her face, with you tell a boy and a girl. I have boys in my home and I have a girl. And then if you tell my son to serve you water, he could just carry the cup of water and come to you. When you tell my daughter to serve you water, same thing, just give me water. She can put the water on a tray or on a saucer or something and bring it to you. Same children. They are both my children. They went through the same training. And you see the difference. There's just something girly. Then what of presentation? And that brings me to the third point. Perhaps it could be presentation. I said number 1, physical character. Number 2, the way you number 1, physical attributes. Number 2, character. And number 3, the way you present yourself. Maybe the way you look. You are not girly. Now, I know some girls go through that phase, or most girls, not all. Some girls go through that phase where they don't see themselves as girly. They don't see anything girly about them. These girls will wear dungarees. I don't know if you know what dungarees is. That's like a pinafore with a long trouser at the bottom. They are comfortable with that all through school. So these girls will wear dungarees. Most of their friends will be boys, so we would naturally call them tomboys, right? They would be comfortable looking, wearing baggy clothes, comfortable looking like guys. And that's absolutely normal, because it happens to some people. There's nothing wrong about it, because at the level or age of adolescence, you are still trying to find yourself. Who am I? And things like that. And it's absolutely normal for you to feel that way. However, as you progress in adolescence into adulthood, you begin to find who you are, what you enjoy doing, and that will lead to defining who you are. It will begin to change your look or refine your look. you begin to be specific on what you want and things like that. And that is absolutely normal. It's part of the process. However, if a guy is telling you you don't have enough girly stuff for him to be your friend or to like you or to get into a relationship for you, like I said earlier, that guy is not for you. Please feel free to let go now of your emotions. Let it go. Because how long are you going to keep trying to impress him? Are you going to go for a surgery if it's physical attributes for them to add or remove stuff from your body? Or are you going to go and change who you are, who you look like because of him? No. If you need any change at all, it should be because of your health reasons. There should be something more tangible than because a guy prefers you to look this way, that's why you want to change. No. There must be tangible reasons that align with your person that would make you go and change your look. And I think that is very critical for every young girl out there. So thank you. I hope I've been able to answer your questions. The video is getting long, so I'm going to stop it here and I'll answer more questions. So this is questions teenagers asked part 1. So see you in my next one. But before I go, I would like to remind you that I have a book out, Tips to Succeed in Tertiary Institutions. And one of the chapters here, I took time to, describe and, and talk about yourself. And that chapter would really be relevant for these kind of questions, where I talked about yourself, you and yourself. And it will be good for you to get this book because it will strengthen who you are, a sense of self. It will give you a sense of self. So you can always get this book, Tips to Succeed in Tertiary Institutions, on Seller, and that is www.seller.co/m/blessing16. If you go over there, you will be able to get this book. You can pay for it and let us know, and we would organize delivery and get our book to you. So thank you so much. We appreciate you. God bless you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.